PR Connections Radio presents. This podcast is brought to you by NVisionU. NVisionU has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With NVisionU, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code NVisionU.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're hearing this podcast from. Welcome to my podcast, Prospering in Health and Wealth. My name is Werner Dixon. I'm with VM Enterprise, and I am wanting to have a discussion with you about health, wealth, and wellness, and talk about how they actually interrelate with each other and can create a better environment for you, create a better work environment for you, a life situation for you, particularly if you have your health and you can focus on generating your wealth. And I think we'd have a lot to have conversations about. If you're interested, hang around and get your friends and relatives on board. And so let's get underway. Thank you. Let's go. Hello. Like I was saying, welcome to the show. Glad that you're here and you're I'd say just up and early, that kind of thing. And so but thank you so much for your attendance. Really appreciate that. And so it's about life in general. I always like to talk about that in terms of what's going on in the world and how things are being moved forward. One of the things, I guess, that's prominent with everybody. I mean, there's a lot of AI out there, and there's a lot of issues with job losses and people who have lost their job, who are not able to find a job because of the way that the economy is running now, because of the way that the environment, all these the tariffs and everything else that's keeping the job opportunities off the table. So AI is coming out and introducing itself to everyone, and so that's the big thing right now, the very big thing right now. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today, and how to use AI and where it fits in the big scheme of things. As you know, I do the show is about health and wellness, and so I'm always going to have one or the other, and sometimes both together. And that's what this show is about today, and we'll talk about that. But I had a conversation with a gentleman yesterday about the environment, things that I used to do as VM Enterprise. I was a business-to-business consulting company. And so my responsibility as I'm talking to different businesses was to find out basically what keeps you up at night? What kind of things are you trying to accomplish in your business? And so we'd have that conversation about what's going on now, what needs to happen moving forward, and why hadn't it happened before? And then you back up a little bit and talk about the mental part. What is really keeping you up at night? What is your mental status or state in terms of running your business? And with that in mind, we were talking about the fact that there are basically, I guess, three categories that I kind of put AI and people into those categories. One of the things, I mean, like I told you before, I've got 7 grandkids. And when my oldest grandson was 2 or 3 years old, I hadn't seen him in a while. And so when I went to visit him in San Francisco, he asked his mother for her iPhone. And I said, what is he going to be doing with an iPhone? He's only a couple of years old. And so she gave it to him, and he was able to find his the games that he played, his little programs. And so he got tired of looking at the iPhone, and so he asked for an iPad. And I'm going, oh my God, his kid is into technology already. He's only 2 or 3 years old. And so he took the iPhone and he was able to find his information on that as well. And basically, I've been in technology most of my life. And even at that kind of a situation, my jaw dropped because I just didn't understand or didn't believe at the time that a little baby, a baby, could actually be doing that with technology and no issue whatsoever. Didn't bother him. It was the most natural thing ever. I fall into the baby boomer category, and there's a lot of us out there that falls into the baby boomer category. And so I think baby boomers fall into a category, and then there's the I don't know the delineation from all the different levels, the millennials, and those kinds of things. But there's the baby boomers, and then there's folks in the middle, those folks who are 30, 40 years old, maybe under 50 or whatever. But that group in there, the 20 to 40 years old, whatever. And then you got the I can say babies up to the 20 and the 25-year-olds. So those are three categories. Us baby boomers, if I had not been in technology, I may have a different response or an issue with AI and technology. But I don't. But I have worked with or spoken to other people my age who are not up on this technology and not excited about it at all. It's beyond it's over my head, those kinds of things. And then there's the people in the middle who they, are not excited about everything, but they know that this is where the industry is going. And so they get into it and they don't have a real issue with it and they're comfortable with it. And then, like I say, those are the ones on the end, the millennials, whatever that generation is. They just, jump into it and it's not a problem. We've got teenagers that are now multimillionaires based on AI. And so that's something that a lot of people should maybe think about if you're interested in earning some additional income, because AI is here to stay. It is going to be one of those things where, depending on the type of job you have, it could replace you. The other part of AI is that if you have to be in that environment, why don't you learn what AI is and how to utilize it, how to use it, how to make it beneficial to yourself? Because the younger generation's already doing that, and they're putting more resources into that. As an example, I have an application and that was another part of the conversation yesterday. I have an application called Booster where you can be an individual starting a business and you don't have to hire one resource. It can replace the salesperson. It can replace your administrative staff. It can replace your accounting staff. It can replace a lot of other entities that you do as a regular business. I mean, if you own a warehouse, it's not going to replace that unless you start getting into robots and those kinds of things. And so generally the people I have been associated with thus far haven't been doing any robotics from that perspective. But they have these other applications. A lot of people are using Chat GPT like they do Google, do research and those kind of things. But Chat GPT, depending on how you work with it, and how you interact with it and what you put into it, the type of questions that you ask, the way that you ask the questions, it could be very, very, very productive in terms of way better than just asking something like a Google. It can set up apps for you. It can help you run your business. It can set up forms and processes for you. And obviously be a companion in terms of answering questions from the environment, and anything that you can think of, you can ask questions of and kind of get those resolved. And there are apps, like I say, that app will do everything for a business entity. And also it'll help a nonprofit. Nonprofit would set it up and actually just share their link, and that nonprofit would be able to generate income without having fundraisers on a regular basis. And also this app comes with a shopping app or cash app. And so when you're shopping, you get cash back. And also there's other businesses in there that you can use. And so when an entity is using that Cash App, you can generate income that you didn't do, but you get paid from the income that's being generated by others using that app. And it's not just for nonprofits, it's for anybody who is interested in earning some additional income and shopping at some of these high-end locations that are in here, plus gift cards, local businesses, online businesses. And so there's a plethora, hundreds and hundreds of businesses that you can select from. So it's amazing how the technology is infiltrating basically everything that we do. So that's nonprofit, it's merchants, and then as an affiliate. And as an affiliate, you can create a twin or someone to help you with sales and your marketing and follow up, and you're building funnels for you and those kind of things. So that's taken care of as well. I also have another app. That's the app that I'm going to talk about today, which is LEV AI. And LEV AI is an app where I have a couple of twins that I've created, and I'm training them to be more like me. And you might say, why would you want to do that? You're not that great. But no, I think I'm pretty awesome. But anyway, training them to be more like me, to handle some of the things that I normally do, the sales, the follow-ups, answering emails, responding to updates and upgrades to my clients and that kind of thing. And so, and also sharing that. It can build a website. It can do a lot of things. And one of the things that as using the product to build a business around to support you if you have a some type of product that you want to promote, you can use AI to do that. Well, the way that this was going is people were getting the app to set up their image, to set up their twins, to be able to market and do with their coaching and their wellness plans, their exercise plans, and some of those things. And then we had people come to us to say, well, I don't have a product, but I like the program. So how can I use it? What can we do with that? And so one of the things that we did, we went out and selected a product, and like I said, my life is around health and wellness right now, and wealth producing opportunities as well. So when the company found a health and wellness company with some awesome products, and we began to merge that, and we're still putting those pieces together and showing how you can use AI to promote a product. In this case, it'll be Nueva, and I'll show you a little video here for short in a minute. But it works together. So let's go ahead and take a look at the introduction of that and how those two products work together. That's LEV AI and Nueva.
Jump right in. Today, we're going to talk about something really cool. What happens when you take a powerful, purpose-driven wellness movement and you pair it with a seriously cutting-edge AI tool that's built to get its message out there? This is all about building a business that doesn't just have a purpose, but also has the power to scale. Just stop and think about that for a second. What if that thing you are most passionate about, your core message, your reason for doing what you do, what if you could supercharge that with artificial intelligence? I mean, reaching people you never even dreamed you could reach? That's the big idea we're going to unpack here.
But before we get to the solution, we've got to get real about the problem. For anyone out there trying to build something themselves, you're a creator, an entrepreneur, you run a small business, you know that the road is, well, it's full of roadblocks. Take a look at this list and just see if any of it rings a bell. You're trying to manage like a dozen different marketing tools. They're all expensive. None of them talk to each other. The technology itself can be super intimidating, right? And you get completely exhausted from that content creation treadmill, just trying to post. And even after all that work, you're still struggling to find the right people, those qualified leads who actually want what you're offering. It's a really frustrating cycle, and it's so common. Okay, so into this whole messy picture comes AI. And as Dr. Seth Klein, one of the sources for this explainer, puts it, AI isn't just another little tool we can add to our toolbox. No, it's a tsunami. It's this massive, unavoidable wave of change, and it's coming whether we're ready for it or not.
And that quote really nails it, doesn't it? It leaves us with a critical choice. Are you going to get swept away by this thing, or are you going to learn how to ride that wave? It's all about shifting from being completely overwhelmed to being totally empowered. And that brings us to the first piece of the puzzle.
Meet LEV AI. Now, this isn't just another piece of software. It's designed to be an AI agent that actually works for you. Think of it like having your own personal marketing director, taking all those complicated tasks and putting them into one simple system. And the best part? It's built for entrepreneurs, not tech geniuses. You do not need a coding degree for this.
And check this out. This is where it all clicks. On the left, you've got all those headaches we just talked about. And on the right, LEV AI has a direct solution for every single one. Instead of all those costly, complex tools, you get one affordable platform. That tech intimidation? Gone. Replaced by a super simple interface. You can even build an entire website in minutes with My Web, get My AI Social to write your posts, and use the My Prospects tool to find your perfect customer. It's all connected.
So, we have this absolutely incredible AI engine. But an engine is useless without a vehicle, right? It needs something to power, a powerful message to carry. And that vehicle is a whole new wave of wellness. And here it is, Nueva. Now, this isn't just a product line. It's really positioned as a movement, a new wave of energy, of wellness, and of opportunity designed for people who want to build something that actually has a purpose.
So what's the big deal? Well, you can see here, it's not just about having high-integrity formulas. It's about this idea of community, of rising together. But look at that last one, prosperity through purpose. The whole idea is that you can build your own success by helping other people rise up. Now that is a powerful message. And the whole thing is built on a model they call social retail. Basically, it's a hybrid approach that throws out all the old, clunky business models and focuses on what actually works today, making real, authentic connections, combined with a business structure that's designed to go viral. It is built for the modern creator economy.
Okay, so we've got the AI engine, and we've got the wellness vehicle. Now for the really exciting part. What happens when you put them together and create the ultimate growth engine?
This is where the magic really happens. When you combine the smart, automated power of LEV AI with the authentic, mission-driven message of Nueva, you create a system that can take your purpose and scale it across the entire globe almost instantly. And right at the heart of this whole thing is one specific tool that Dr. Klein called the creme de la creme, the My AI video tool. It lets you create a digital version of yourself, a twin. But what that twin can do, well, that's what's truly mind-blowing. 150. That is the number of languages your AI twin can speak, fluently. And you don't have to learn a single new word. Just let that sink in for a minute. The sheer possibility of that. What this means is your authentic message about Nueva, delivered by an AI that looks and sounds just like you, can be understood in Italian, in Japanese, in Spanish, French, all at the exact same time. You can become a global business literally overnight. So here's how that flywheel actually works. It's simple. First, you start with your purpose, sharing the Nueva message. Then LEV AI automates your content. After that, your AI twin takes that message global in 150 languages. Then the My Prospects tool finds people in, say, Germany or Brazil who are looking for wellness solutions. And finally, the whole system helps you connect and grow your business. See? It's a perfect continuous loop. And when you put it side by side with the old way, wow, the difference is just night and day. Instead of hiring some crazy expensive agency, you get to be your own chief marketing officer. Instead of guessing who your audience is, you find exactly who you're looking for anywhere on the planet, and you can speak their language from day one. So we end right back where we started. That AI tsunami, it's not coming, it's already here. And with a tool like this, paired with a mission like this, the question isn't about whether you can survive it anymore. The real question is, are you ready to grab a board and lead the wave?
Yes, yes, yes. As I'm looking at health products and ways to promote it, you know, that last cycle that they put in there where you make your decision, put their product together, And then you can promote that product around the world in 150 languages. I mean, and that's phenomenal. See yourself speaking Japanese, and you look perfectly normal in doing that. That's why we have a portion of the program that says train your AI. So it's training your twin to be more like you, to speak like you do, to kind of present like you do, obviously in a professional manner. Well, in terms of this being a new product for us and promoting it, there is a product that they have on there called it's a 7-day kickstart, and it kind of gives you an idea of the product and how it works within that short period of time. And so I'm in the process of finishing this 7-day plan as well. And it gives you a couple of products, and they're inexpensive to kind of let you test it out and kind of give an idea of what it feels like for you to be testing these products. Basically, this product actually helps you with your, the peptides help you with your cellular mitochondrial DNA and kind of get you energized, get you motivated, get you feeling pretty good. And so since I've been taking it for the last, I'm almost out, I got one more day. It's been pretty good experience. And so I'll be promoting this as well as a couple of other things that I'm looking at. But this was a significant way to kind of test the product without having to buy a whole slew of things or costing you an arm and a leg to do that. One of the things that they found that people are using this product for, there's a product that's equivalent to the Ozempic. I mean, so people are out there interested in losing weight and keeping it off. One of the issues that you lose weight and you have all this floppy skin if you're losing weight, and sometimes you don't stay with the program. Well, Ozempic can be, I guess, get a little expensive, and I guess they're trying to lower the cost of it. In some cases, they have done that. But also there's a peptide here that'll help you do exactly that. Does the same thing Ozempic does for less. And there's other product that's combined with it to kind of help you with that flabbiness, your muscular infrastructure, I call it. So you don't have as much flab, that kind of thing. And on top of that, it helps with the skin too. It gives you a nice, smooth, soft skin feel from that as well. So, like I call it, it's a wellness and beauty product. And the wellness is significant for me. I'm not so concerned about being beautiful anymore, but anyway, I'm having a good time in terms of using some of the products and services that I'm producing. And not only that, as you can tell, you can obviously earn income from this as well. Anywhere around the world, 150 different languages that your AI twin can get involved in. And one of the things that's nice about the way AI, LEV AI has set up things, we've got a website, YouTube set up where all of the components of the application will walk you through how to set it up, how to set up your AI twin, how to set up your social media marketing, how to set up your website, even how to set up a business card online and those kinds of things. And so there's some real good training available for this AI product. And so that's exciting. Like I say, it's on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and look at the LEV AI, LEV/AI on YouTube. And so you're able to find that, look through and see what's going on from that perspective. In addition to that, there is, obviously an option to use the 7-day product in terms of testing the product itself. But AI is helping generate massive amounts of income. And for some, and I'm on my way to doing very well from that perspective as well. And that's why I'm presenting it. But the other part of that is that it gives you an opportunity to maybe do some things that you thought about that you weren't able to do before. There's some applications that I'm running or some processes that I'm running now that I use AI to kind of like ask the questions. This is what I want to do. What are the steps? What are the processes? What things do I need to have on them in my tool bag to make these things happen? And it writes out and it gives you list and list and lists of things that you can do to be successful in that particular adventure or venture, as it were. So I'm loving AI from that perspective. And on top of that, being able to earn income from anything else that's being produced around that. And so the whole environment is something that you need to get involved in, or at least should get involved in. If you're doing anything already, if any type of program, sales, or whatever, even if you want to learn how to trade, how to do stock picks and those kind of things, you can get information on those as well. And I guess I'm bouncing around a little bit because there is, and that's because there's so much available for it. I've got pages and pages of applications and classes that I've taken, just to kind of give you an idea. I'm just totally into the AI components of the way things are going, because I started using it a couple of times and started making the opportunities easier. One of the things that I'm really loving is about finding leads. You buy leads sometime, and those leads are, they're cold, they're no good, or wherever you got the database from is just absolutely worthless, except for the money you spent. It's all gone. What happens here is when you look for a particular entity or person, if you have that person's name, as an example, you copy somebody's information off of LinkedIn, as an example, name, what they do, the business that they're in, whatever. Put it into LEV AI, and you say, I want to understand this person. It goes out, it takes a look at that individual, their background, what they do, how they do it, and what's going on in their life. So it kind of gives you some information. You also want to know how to approach this individual to promote a product or a service. And so it walks you through, it gives you information on this individual's personality and the best way to approach this individual. Whether you should kind of like send the first document and, just to introduce yourself and who you are and what you do, that kind of thing. And just kind of ask questions about who they are and what they do. And then maybe the next letter message that comes out will talk a little bit more about what you're doing in terms of the offer that you want to eventually promote to them. But I guess what I'm saying is that it walks you through a process for each individual entity that you're interested in getting involved with. So it makes it a lot more productive in terms of reaching out to a lead resource and getting that information built for you. So again, I'm excited about the way things are working. I'm excited about what I've done to this point, and I'm excited about continuing to go out there and find opportunities, whether it be the health side, find those products and services that are helping people in significant ways that I can bring to you. I may or may not be involved in everything that I bring to the table here, but I find that there is a good product or service or whatever. And so that's what I want to bring to you and introduce you to. So I'll be a product on the health side and a product on the wealth side. So I try to do both to make sure that you've got a complete circle there. So, well, it looks like that I've run out of time here. And I was just getting excited about talking a little bit more about my other AI program as well. But this was LEV AI and Nueva in terms of the product. So if you're interested in taking a look, give me a call. My number is 702-580-9397. Or you can reach me on every Tuesday at 10 o'clock on PR Connections, where you see me now. And I also have a website, VM Enterprise, and I also have a Facebook page, LinkedIn page. And so I'm available around on all that. And also you can reach me on YouTube as well. So I'm available. So as I always say, thank you so much for participating here and attending my podcast and the show. And as I always say, I want you continue to be blessed. And I just want you to know the best is yet to come. Thank you. Have a blessed one. Goodbye.
This podcast is brought to you by NVisionU. NVisionU has discovered how to impact spirit, body, and soul with spray technology in just 30 seconds. With NVisionU, you can achieve optimal health and start living the life you have always dreamed of. Use the promo code NVisionU.com/VernDix to take control of your health naturally. PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.